You seem like you're raring to go. Are you ready to compete? Good. Then please...
Our next competitor is seen by many as the favorite to win this tournament. Her first bout begins now!
You? You're the hero they're talking about?
What a strange guy. Why was he so confident to begin with? Well, now that we've won, let's go and see Beto. She'll probably have something to say to us.
I knew I wouldn't regret introducing you as the favorite. So, what do you think, Kazuha? She totally dominated.
Impressive. But I also observed our favorite exercise some restraint.
Well, I fought my fair share of battles, both big and small. And I say, after the show so come on. We all know you've got a wide vocabulary in there.
All right. Let me think how... You fought well.
All right then. I was thinking your inner poet might want to join in the fun, but I guess I shouldn't put you on the spot like that. You know, a lot of competitors came to me saying how surprised. And since you signed up, we've had many others do the same, with more than a few top-tier fighters among them. I'm sure lots of them are here to find out how they stack up against you. Well, since everyone sees you as the one to beat, I figure I should start. For one thing, we don't want you wasting all your energy in the early rounds fighting so, I'm putting you straight through to the semifinals.
Huh? But we only just started the qualifiers. Seems like a crazy system if we just skip...
This is how Captain Beto works. You won't persuade her other... Besides, at your level, you would have made it to the semifinals anyway.
To be fair...
Alright, I'm gonna watch some more of the tournament. If there's any potential... We're finally here, folks. The real show is about to begin.
The captain seems to have high hopes. Your opponent has fought many rounds to get to the semifinals. You may well be stronger than him, but this should not give you cause to lower your guard. Very well. Show me that you are...
Alright, that's enough chit-chat for now. The audience is waiting. Go find the crew member that signed you up. She'll take you into the arena.
Your opponent in the semifinals is new to the Crux Clash, but he has quickly become the... I do not doubt your abilities, but I would suggest that you make...
Relax! My girl's at the top of her game!
Don't worry. Take some time.
What you got?
At last, the moment we've all been waiting for. The semifinals have begun. Who's it gonna be this time? The hero or the dark horse?
I don't care about the prize. You're a strong opponent. That's what I'm here for.
We'll talk!
Sweating all over. It's a good feeling. Congratulations. I was beaten by the best. I need to train harder.
Right! For a moment there, Paimon was a little worried. If you had a vision, you'd definitely be one of the strongest around.
I wanted a vision once, when I was a kid. People said that if you're strong enough, you'll have your... But mine? I lost interest eventually. You can't depend on a vision like you can. I've fought and won against vision bearers before. The power they have was...
Huh? You mean you didn't sign up to try?
No, I didn't. I only wanted to pit myself against... Only in defeat can you understand your weaknesses and learn from them. So I'm pleased with today's outcome.
Wow! Now that's true strength talking.
If you have the chance in the future, please come and spar with me again. I will be stronger next time.
By the way, do you know who else made it into the finals?
Whether they'll be as tough as me, I don't know. But what I have heard is that they're extremely quick, so don't get too...
There he goes. Maybe we should ask around, see what we can find out about our opponent in the final round. Paimon thinks we might need to up our game a little.
Ah, it's you! I myself was eliminated in the third round. Shame.
Maybe next time, huh? By the way...
Why, yes. He's the same one who defeated me. He is a formidable opponent. Quick on his feet and swift at... I faltered for but a brief moment. But before I knew it, given my stature, I have no fear of squaring off with physically strong opponents. But faced with a nimble, agile opponent, still, I'm sure he'll be no match for you. He tried to use force dispersal to deflect a punch, but instead he took it straight to the nose. There was blood all over the place. His opponent was pretty freaked out by it. He kept asking him, "Why didn't you dodge?" But he was pretty much out cold by that point and couldn't reply. "Why don't you dodge?" they ask. Because to not dodge is the very essence of Lingshun clan kung fu. It's just that he hadn't quite Don't even get me started. I spent all my energy helping him get from here to the boat to take him back to the harbor. But by the time I got back, I don't dare tell my master about this. Otherwise, I'd never hear the end of it. Sorry, I shouldn't be complaining in front of you like this. I'm afraid I'm still a bit out of sorts at the moment.
Oh, all right then.
Thanks, I'll do my best.
We still haven't got any useful information yet. Maybe we can go talk to Bienvenido.
You gave an outstanding performance. Truly commendable. I could sense that you're not familiar with bouts of this kind. And it could have come, but you were quick to adapt and managed to claim victory over your opponent. That is In fact, I discerned this not from what I saw, but what I heard. The ground beneath your feet. And
He's right. But in my case, I guess not using your elemental powers must be quite new for you, huh?
We wanted to ask about who our opponent will be in the final round. Do you think they'll be stronger than the one we faced in the semifinals?
Not exactly. Contenders that reach the finals aren't necessarily stronger. As for the guy you'll be facing, his skill lies in his speed, and he has superior What's the matter? Worried that you've bitten off more than you can chew this time?
if that is the case, then I have a proposal for you. I haven't properly introduced myself yet. In the land of Inazuma, I was a wandering samurai.
Yeah, we could tell that from your getup. But at the same time, when you talk, you don't really sound like someone who's used to waving a sword around.
It is true that I am versed both in literary and martial traditions. But on the straggling path of a wandering samurai, I do not mean to flaunt my martial prowess. But I myself have witnessed reputable fighters hailing. Given your talents, a few hints from me will be all that's necessary to bring your...
Hang on. Don't you think you're bending the rules a bit there?
Gathering intelligence is an essential part of any duel. Besides, our favorite here has fought many battles on their journey from Mondstadt. Such impressive...
You betcha! Wait a second. We never told you that we've been to Mondstadt.
Does one not leave a trail when traveling through the wild? In return, however, there is only so much that can be discerned from these traces. I sense that many come with me. Some post-match entertainment. Now that we're alone, let me cut to the heart of the matter. You are skilled in manipulating the elements, and not just a single element, but multiple. Is that correct?
Paimon knew that you were hinting at something from...
That's right. If the other contenders were to catch wind of your elemental abilities, if I'm not mistaken, you share these considerations, given your reluctance to use elemental skills When I talk about that which I see or hear in you, this is not... Since a young age, I have been attuned to the tidings of nature. I hear the breath of the wind, and the whispers of the leaves. It is things of this nature that I also hear from within you. Nothing more.
As crazy as all that sounds, somehow...
My humble abilities are negligible compared to your incredible feats. To think a human could wield the elements without a vision. And not to mention your incredibly complex scent, like that of some mysterious being.
Hey, stop evaluating us based on our smell!
Could you perchance enlighten me as to how you managed to obtain your combined elemental abilities? Extraordinary. So then, might I be so bold as to inquire how exactly it is that you learned to channel elemental energy and even wield it in combat?
It's nothing really. Paimon just told her whatever came to mind. It's been a long journey, and many things have happened along the way. Somehow, she just naturally learned to use the elements through it all. Honestly, even Paimon doesn't understand how it all works.
Perhaps such unfathomable things are the essence of the gods and the visions they grant. However, I still wish to have the honor of seeing how you wield the element. Of course, I too shall share with you all that I've learned. That will make... Now then, let's test your skills. You control the... Oh, pay no attention to me. I was just talking to myself. winds
One with wind and cloud.
Your skills in battle are truly beyond reproach. Even with your opponent's speed, he shouldn't be able... Your opponent is skilled at controlling his breathing and maintaining balance, which enables him to execute moves that many would find... He relies entirely on the element of surprise to defeat his opponents. In other words, as long as you remain mindful of his ability to detect weak points, then his attack should pose no threat to you. Please, save your thanks. If anything, I should be thanking you for the opportunity to witness your command of the elements that defies all known principles. The world is a truly mysterious place, it seems, and one will always encounter that which is still unknown.
You seem kind of obsessed with visions, but don't you already have your own? Why are you so intent on exploring the connection between visions and the elements?
I desire to know what meaning visions have to the gods, and what influences the gods' decision to grant humans these visions. My apologies. You must be for allowing me the honor of witnessing your mystical ways. So that's what you're curious about? As you well know, a vision hunt decree is currently underway. Visions are a gift bestowed by the divine. People that have accepted this gift are now having their visions confiscated inexplicably in the outset. Supposing each of the 7 archons had their criteria for granting visions to living beings, then does the current Electro-Archon now doubt these criteria? Not to mention, with no new Electro-Visions having been granted for such a long time, it would seem that we can infer something of the Raiden show.
She sounds less like an Archon and more like a tyrant.
As far as I know, she is an Archon that pursues eternity. She will relentlessly carry out her will with no regard to what others may think or feel. Liyue's contracts are meant to benefit all who reside within Liyue. It goes without saying that the people locked within Inazuma do not fare well.
Sounds a lot like something the god you encountered.
Oh? Have you encountered the Electro-Archon before? With time, we will change. But the Shogun will remain the same. If you wish to find her, she will forever be there. There will come a day when I too shall wish to understand the answers to it. Ah, the time for your match is approaching.
Oh, right! We got so distracted talking about...
If you have no other matters to attend to, then we can return together. Very well. Let's go. I wish to see who will obtain the vision.
Why isn't he here yet? Never mind. We can start by making your entrance first. Everyone, listen up! Your attention, please! We've reached the climax of the Crux Clash. We've seen many exciting battles today, and now, at long last, the 2 finalists have emerged. Now, I'd like to introduce our first combatant. Though few have seen her, her reputation knows no bounds. She strikes fear into the heart of Osile, and the mere mention of her name causes even Fatui Harbingers to turn pale in the face. Introducing Liyue's traveling hero!
Wow!
I've been waiting for this moment.
I'm sure everyone witnessed her thrilling match, but today's final round will surely take things up a notch. As for our other combatant, he still hasn't arrived. Oh, come on, what could be taking him so long? You can't just forfeit for not showing up like in previous rounds. Apologies! Everyone just sit tight! We've got no other choice. If he doesn't show up, we'll just have to postpone the match.
Wait a moment. Something doesn't seem right about this. Captain Beidou, perhaps we should check on the prize. Traveler.
Time to go.
Let me see. It's gone all right.
Huh? Did somebody steal it? Who would...
We don't know when it was taken exactly. I never thought that someone here would have the guts to cross...
No need to worry. Even the craftiest sleight of hand does not escape. The vision was the prize that I had offered, and it was my responsibility to look after it.
Well, if you insist. I'll stay here and try to offer some explanation.
If you would, please come with me. Come with me. I can sense the winds are...
A wind current?
The winds have come at an opportune moment. Let's seize this chance. Ride the winds upward. From there, we can continue our search for clues.
By the way, what made you suddenly think of checking the prize in the first place?
I heard the moment it was stolen.
Well, then why didn't you stop him?
You'll see. Sure.
No escape!
Into the wind.
Look at you, Spoontail.
Written in the stars.
Adorn my
Mixed up. Wait, keep it pulling me.
You can't run from death.
We're way behind schedule.
The winds are guiding us forward. The culprit is on the opposite shore now.
You can hear that too? What does it sound like?
Hubris. This way. Follow me. There may be an ambush waiting for us up ahead, but I trust that you are well prepared for such a scenario.
Hoarders, they're here! Get them!
Treasure hoarders, just as I expected. In which case, please stand back.
Access denied. Delve into depth now. Shadows of fate. Wait, you can bully me?
You caught up with me? How is that possible? I had even prepared a boat to ensure a quick getaway, and still you caught up to me!
No boat could ever match the speed of the wind.
The wind? What are you talking about? Oh, I get it. You drat! If I only had a vision! Or, if I could activate this one, then you'd never be able—
This has nothing to do with visions. You may be skilled at vanishing from a crowd, but it seems you know precious little about how to conceal yourself from nature's gaze. Additionally, your chosen escape route was flawed for reasons that are too numerous to go into. And on top of that, I could hear your boasting and proud laughter in the wind. In other words, you failed to meet any of the basic criteria for a grand heist.
You You...
But most disappointing of all is the state of the vision in your hand. It appears that the vision doesn't respond to human desire indiscriminately.
Fine. I've had my eyes on this vision for quite some time now. I decided to register after hearing that this fighting contest was full of...
Aha! So you were supposed to be our opponent!
I'd intended to win the contest through skill alone all along. But then, after watching the semi-finals, I knew that I didn't stand a chance. But I wasn't about to give up on the vision so easily. Since there was no use in trying to face you in the match, I decided to put my skills to good use while everyone... I was convinced I prepared thoroughly for my escape, but somehow, you still managed to catch up to me. After all I went through to get it? I think not. Really? Fine. But you'd better mean it. It didn't activate once I took it anyway. It's nothing but...
You know, according to the laws of the sea, the penalty for stealing is breaking the culprit's arms.
Huh? You're not serious.
Not to mention that the item you stole was a prize. You didn't show up for the final match, and you damaged the reputation of the captain of the Crux fleet. It seems that it would be only fair to brand the word thief on your forehead with a hot iron.
Whoa! We don't need to go that far, do we?
I never would have guessed you could be so cruel. If this is where talking gets me, then forget it. I'll risk a fight.
Born of ice and fire.
Just a temporary...
No! Do what you want, but please!
He has persevered to the bitter end. Put down the vision and leave. I've changed my mind.
Huh?
What's wrong? Are you asking for more punishment? It's up to you. Such will...
No need for that.
Huh? Paimon doesn't get it!
I take no pleasure in frightening others. I was just testing all possibilities while the vision remained in his hands. When people are forced into a corner, that is when their greatest strength will appear. But unfortunately, nothing happened. Yes, I wanted to know whether it were possible. From the moment he stole the vision, I decided to use him. I've tried many other methods in the past, though few tales tell of a masterless vision. After seeing you command multiple elements, I figured, come, why don't you give it a try? Let's see if...
The vision...
I see. So you are also... No matter. This was expected. I suppose this vision is still mine to take for now.
Yeah, what's the story behind this?
The story begins with an old friend. He was once a good friend of mine. One day he asked me about a sword art of which he had heard, the Musono Hitotachi. I told him it can only be witnessed when divine punishment is administered. It is the pinnacle of the Raiden Shogun's skill, a symbol of ultimate power. But he replied, there must be one who can withstand it. There will always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow. Then, the Vision Hunt decree arrived. People's aspirations were stripped away as the Raiden Shogun began to construct her ideal of eternity. While I was fleeing from place to place, I heard that my friend had challenged the Vision Hunters to a duel before the throne. A solemn yet brutal challenge. The defeated face divine punishment, while the victors gain a second chance. Perhaps he thought he of all people should make a stand. Coming face to face with the Musono Hitotachi was all that he truly desired, after all. When I arrived at Tenshukaku, the duel was over. I heard his sentence of divine punishment, his severed blade hitting the ground. Perhaps that was the glory he had yearned to witness. In his last moments, what expression was on his face? Before I knew it, I had stepped forward and snatched the dying vision and was running from the scene. All I knew was that I mustn't let his hope, which burned so brightly, become buried among the ice-cold statue of a god. Perhaps one day, I may come to find that all I have done is meaningless. But as a wandering samurai, I find meaning in traveling and the sprawling beauty of nature that lies along the way, while still retaining the warrior way in my heart.
Kazuha!
It's just another way of saying I do as I please. All right then, it's time we returned. Do not let my feelings trouble you, but thank you.
Let me swear.
One with nature.
Access denied. Think you can bully me? Already?
If you're looking for the captain, it seems that the Crux clash got out of hand this time and has attracted... Captain Beidou was muttering something about Ningguang being a stick in the mud as she headed off.
It's not unusual for the...
But still, Captain Beidou was disappointed she didn't get to witness the crowning of the new champion.
The one who stole the vision was originally to be this hero's opponent in the fight. He knew he stood no chance of winning the match, thus the wicked idea of stealing the prize. In which case, the Crux clash comes to a clear-cut conclusion.
Huh? If that's the case, then the rules stipulate that he is disqualified. And our hero here is the champion.
Paimon thought we'd win and all, but not like this.
It doesn't matter. As the saying goes, honor given is honor deserved. Now, let me go prepare the champion's medal to award you.
Yes, I believe so. Though Captain Beto is no longer present here, I'll be sure she receives word of it. She is a woman of her word, but the voyage to Inazuma is a treacherous one. You will be plagued by a perpetual tempest the entire trip. In fact, the relentless rain and wind are also an embodiment of the Raiden Shogun's will to close the nation.
Hold on a second. You're saying she can change the weather just with the power of her mind?
Let us not forget that this is one of the 7 Archons. If Liyue's Morax could form Guyun's stone forest by casting down his stone spears, suffice it to say that if you wish to journey to Inazuma, the Alcor will need some time. In the meantime, I intend to embark on a journey of my own. I will travel all across the vast lands of Liyue in the...
Paimon believes you'll find a way for sure.
Thank you. May both our journeys prove meaningful. One final word of warning. The part of your journey that lies after the storm may well prove to be the most... Time to go. There are leaves around, and I know just...
Would you care to sit down? If you ever...
Hello there. There was a familiar scent upon the wind. I guessed that you would come. I'm very... When I'm by myself, I often look outside just to appreciate... With no one around, one's heart will naturally calm. Tomorrow is uncertain, but at least I'll always have the stability of the present. A pity that I can't reside here for long, for my blade will dull. I am most thankful. Each year yields scorching summers and frigid winters. The hottest and coldest days are difficult, but the weather here is always comfortable. It is truly a blessing to leisurely pass one's time here. Time to go.
you ever... Would you care to sit...
Time to go.
Would you care? If you ever have any questions...
Wherever in this world I roam, I carry memories of my home. The world falls completely silent, and I can sleep undisturbed. go.
Ha! Well met.
Delve into destiny.
Don't be a killjoy! We've only just begun. You can't run! Well,
Born of ice and frost.
looks like I went too far.
Time to go. Time to go.
No excuse for slacking!
Let's end this quickly!
Don't touch it.
Stay right there. Let's not waste time. This is bad.
Access denied.
This isn't good.
Time to go. Time to go. Time to go. Time to go.
Born of ice and frost.
begun.
Would you... If you ever... Would you care... If you ever have it... Would you care? If you ever have it. Would you care to... If you ever have it... Would you care to sit? If you ever have... Hello. Thanks to you, my research is progressing smoothly. I'm not very good at making conversation. Most of my time, if an experiment doesn't quite go to plan, I don't know much about what goes on in the outside world, or the kinds of things that people like to talk about. And, I don't really like... Oh, no. I still don't know what would be appropriate to talk... Hearing you say this, I guess I can try. Would you care... If you ever have any...
This scenery is wonderful. Surely enough to convince anyone to become a wanderer.
Your study is indeed unique. All of these rare books. Many of them can hardly be found at Wanwen Bookhouse, or even in all of Liyue. If I may so ask, where do you usually collect your literature? Perhaps you could share a tip or two with a friend, my liege?
This is a fine study. The books here are considered quite rare. In those material catalogs from Mondstadt, perhaps they might provide some competitive market advantage. If I had to say one thing, it would be that the decorations are a little simple. It wouldn't hurt to consider adding more presentable articles of furniture.
After returning from a long journey, it would feel nice to rest here before heading out. Weapons can go there, and sigils can go under my pillow. But where should I put my parasol? I suppose I'll just put it by the door.
A big bed and a soft pillow, appropriate lighting, and even a miniature tree for embellishment. One can certainly rest well in a room like this. I will try to finish all of my work before the sun comes up, and then have a good sleep. A big bed and one can... I will try to...
waiting for me. I want to reserve some of your spare time. Let's go on a vacation together. Maybe on an uninhabited island or in a quiet rainforest. Just somewhere we can put work aside and relax for a bit. Is that so? Hey, you don't just think of me as some research-obsessed maniac with a one-track mind, do you? Everything I do is to comprehend the truths of the world. Even a vacation is a way to meet this end. I started preparing for this a long time ago. Saving money can be difficult, so I specially prepared a savings jar. Every time I received a payment, I put aside some of it. During this time, I also resisted buying hardcover copies of research manuscripts. Eventually, I had saved up enough. Oh, it's all right. It was worth it. Okay, I'll await your word. Hi there. Oh, seeing you so full of life puts my mind at rest. Morning. I'll pray for you.
Time to go.
Would you care? Tianhe, sometime.
One with nature.
Ugh.